It is time for the main event of WrestleMania Night 1, WrestleMania 41. Roman Reigns versus Seth freaking Rollins versus CM Punk. Let's see how it goes. 1 second. Oh my god, Seth Rollins has a flamethrower in his hands for the entrance. Damn. Let's go. Let's see क्या होता है. Seth Rollins के एंट्रेंस तो बहुत क्रेजी है. थाला भाई, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. क्या हाल चाल थाला? क्या हाल चाल? एक सेकेंड, मेरे को पहले मैनेज कर लेने दो, शेयर कर लेने दो. थाला लाइक और शेयर कर दो स्ट्रीम को. क्या हाल चाल थाला? खाना वाना हुआ कि नहीं? आवाज आ रही है मेरी? हमारा थाला भाई हियर. भाई ये खुशी मांगता हूं, बस ऐसे ही खुश रहो. अरे भाई, अरे भाई, लव नाउ लिख दिया मैं लाइव नाउ की जगह क्रिएटिव मेरे कम्युनिटी पोस्ट में. एक सेकंड यार, एडिट कर. गुड मॉर्निंग आशिक भाई, क्या हाल चाल है? आप लोग कह रहे तो मॉर्निंग है, मेरे पास तो अभी शाम हो रही है. 10 बज रहे हैं शाम के. मेरे पास तो रात के 10 बज रहे हैं अभी. गाइस लाइक और शेयर कर दो स्ट्रीम को एक बार प्लीज, थोड़ा रिकमेंडेशन में जाए. मैं लेट हो गया सर स्ट्रीम ऑन करने में. आज मेरे को पूरी लंबी स्ट्रीम करना था 4 घंटे की, लेकिन जरा देर हो गई. गाइस कल से होने वाली है, कल ना तो परसों से स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट होगी फेस कैम के साथ, क्लैश ऑफ क्लैंस ऑन शॉर्ट्स. ठीक है, सेटअप करा पूरा मैं. ठीक है, विथ 2 फोन्स, नॉट इवन कंप्यूटर. सो गरीब हूं मैं, तो जरा संभाल लेना. ठीक है गाइस, लाइक सब्सक्राइब कर दो जल्दी. 900 सब्सक्राइबर कंप्लीट हो जाना आज की स्ट्रीम में, मेरे को नहीं मालूम. भाई आशिक भाई कैसे हो? कहाँ, क्या हाल चाल? उड़ गए इतनी सुबह सुबह? भाई ये एसआरएच क्या 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 सीन है? अरे पता नहीं भाई, दिमाग खराब हो रहा मेरा. भाई ये एसआरएच क्या क्या क्या, मेरा तो भाई मूड ही खराब है भाई. बोलो ही मत मुझे, मुझे बोलो ही मत. नहीं अभी भी हो सकता कमबैक वैसे, जस्ट बीइंग ऑनेस्ट. ठीक है, लास्ट ईयर आरसीबी ने भी कमबैक किया था. आई फील लाइक एसआरएच का भी ऐसे ही कमबैक होगा. ठीक है, आई होप सो. I want them to be in the playoffs. I don't matter if they win or not the finals. Robert, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I forgot, I didn't see your comment. How are you doing? How are you feeling? How are you feeling about WrestleMania? How are you feeling about Jey Uso winning the United States World Heavyweight Championship? He's the new world champion. Yeet. Do you like 40%? Yeah, I love it. I like it. I didn't see the Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton match because I was eating food, so I was busy. I didn't see that. but I saw the rest of the match. Jacob Fatu, new United States champion, and Jey Uso is the new world heavyweight champion. Love it, lovely, bro. I miss Cena. Cena is going to come tomorrow. Cena is going to have a match tomorrow against Cody Rhodes for the WWE World WWE Undisputed Championship. It's gonna be fun to watch. I'm just sharing the stream. That's why you will not be able to hear the WWE. Roman Reigns is here. So Cena will win the title. Mark my words, bro. Jey Uso won the title. I think Cena should win the title now. I hope so. Why is there subtitles? Roman Reigns is without the wise man, guys. Oh my God, Roman Reigns without Paul Heyman looks weird. He's just wearing the Ula Fala. But no Paul Heyman on his side. Sad, very sad. He had the locker at the main event of WrestleMania. This is where he lives. Others just joined him in different cities. I don't know why. Do you like Tiffany Stratton or Charlotte Flair? I didn't see the match. I haven't watched the match yet. The thing is, I was outside, so I didn't watch it. I was going to live stream the whole WrestleMania night 1, night 2, but I was busy, so I couldn't live. So I was like, I'll just do the main event because I want to watch Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins match. Why is my chat not showing? 1 second. Yeah. Bro, ये कौन सा language है? English. Cena is good person, but people hate him. Why, bro? No, people hate him because he's heel now. He was always loved, but he is now the villain. And Roman Reigns' 10th WrestleMania main event, guys. 10th main event of WrestleMania. You can call him Mr. WrestleMania at this point. I will feel like. I like the WrestleMania because it's very cool because they have the drones and everything from Netflix. So they are flying the drones over the matches. I am also glad Cena turned heel. At least something good while he's leaving his farewell tour. It's better for him to be heel. So people remember the farewell tour. ये वो रॉबर्ट लिख रहा है वो कौन सी लैंग्वेज है? इंग्लिश है भाई. क्या हो गया? हाला. Once above the sky, guys. Once above the sky. Put your ones above the sky. Oh my God, guys. CM Punk आने वाला है. CM Punk is going to come with Paul Heyman. Ooh. Feels weird. Very weird. Roman Reigns is alone. How are you? 2-minute Thala Gamers. I didn't get it. Acha, how are you 2-minute? Okay, sorry. You literally wrote 2. I was confused for a second. Roman Reigns wearing his Ula Fala. Our tribal chief is here to main event another WrestleMania. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns are face to face. CM Punk is yet to enter. Let's see क्या होता. Don't let these tattoos fool you. I'm a man. Oh my God. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I'm straight edge. My addiction is wrestling. Can you guys hear the WWE? Or am I not being able to? I hope the feud continue between Roman. Yeah, it will 100%, I think, because Paul Heyman is going to Punk, so it will be a big thing for Roman. The thing is, last year's Hall of Fame, when Paul Heyman was inducted, Roman Reigns said, if you don't see Paul Heyman with the tribal chief, you will not stop seeing the tribal chief anymore. So I don't know if he's going to get a new character or something, or he's going to be the OTC. I don't know, because he's without Paul Heyman technically. They're showing CM Punk's all successful title wins. I think Roman deserves WWE title. He will come back to that. He will come back. I think if Roman defeats John Cena while John Cena is heel before he leaves for the farewell, it will be amazing to watch. They are showing all the CM Punk moments, old moments. I hope Netflix doesn't copyright me for showing that much. Like and share the stream, guys. Let's enjoy the main event. And tomorrow's main event will be hectic. John Cena versus John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. CM Punk is going to come out now. Bro, Seth Rollins brought a flamethrower for his entrance. Just firing everything. That reminded me of WrestleMania 38 when The Rock came with the flamethrower and put fire on the Rock, like text, kind of something like that, if I remember. I think it was WrestleMania 38 or 37 when Rock came and burnt his name text with a flamethrower. Oh my god, they are playing CM Punk's tune. Oh sheesh! They are playing, they are singing live. Oh, such a person. Oh, CM Punk is here with Paul. Hey man, CM Punk is here with Paul. Paul Heyman और CM Punk साथ में. CM Punk, Paul Heyman, why man? I hope they don't get copyright because of the song. Paul Heyman is enjoying it with CM Punk. I'm sad. As a Roman fan, I'm sad. They're still saying the wise man Paul Heyman. I don't know why. Punk. CM Punk's first main event of WrestleMania. 07007 OP. 007 कौन है? सुमित 007. अच्छा. Roman is mad. Seeing Paul Heyman with CM Punk. वाह क्या हो रहा है भैया? I don't like it. अयान कौन है? अयान कौन है? पत्थर पे पत्थर मारे तो चिंगारी निकलती. अयान भाई को मारे तो पूरी गैंग निकलती. सुना माँ चॉकलेट मेंटल बोलते हैदराबाद के पट्टे को. Look at this. King 007 क्या स्कैम हो रहा भाई? स्कैम हो रहा भाई? थाला तुम्हारे 4-5 आईडी से है ना तुम? I know 100%. एक सेकंड. मैं थोड़ा हल्लू बात करूँ क्योंकि ऊपर लोग सो जाए होंगे तक 10 बज रहे हैं ना चलो Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus CM Punk देखो राहुल 007 में क्या चल रहा है चैट में They are chanting Roman Reigns. Ula Fala, where will he give the Ula Fala? Ula Fala किसको देगा बंदा? Roman Reigns. He has the Ula Fala, but the wise man is not with him. So, what will he do with the Ula Fala? कोने में रख दिया Ula Fala? You broke tribal chief. Let's go. Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth freaking Rollins. CM Punk ran outside. Nice 007. थाला कितने अकाउंट है तुम्हारे पास? सत्यनारायण बोल रहा है कि रोमन ने चल अपन दोनों मिलके सीएम को मारेंगे. आए रोमन सत को मार दिया. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, Punk with from behind. रोमन उसको पैर में मार पड़ गई. I think Roman is hurt, actually hurt. Roman can't walk properly. Close line. अरे भाई खुशी दुखी कर दे रहे हो मुझे 007 बोल के. सब्सक्राइब करो भाई 007 आदमी सब्सक्राइब करो. 900 सब्सक्राइबर 900 सब्सक्राइबर कंप्लीट. कितने लोग आए थे? एक सेकंड. आ गया कमेंट्स. चैट में दिखा था. कैसा दिखाओ चैट? आई डोंट नो. 8 लोग 6-7 लोग आए. पूरे सब्सक्राइब करो. मारा खाते रहते वो भी 7 बार 007 टाइम्स. भाई ये क्या चल रहा चैट में? अलग ही नशे में है. सुसाइड ड्राइव ऑन रोमन रेंस. ओह बैरिकेड हिल गया आपने. देखो सब्सक्राइब होना है, देखो सब्सक्राइब नहीं करे तो मना करे। मैं टोपी बदल के आता हूँ एक सेकंड। ओ भाई चेयर से पड़ रही है, सेथ रॉलिंस को मार। हो रॉलिंस और पंक बाहर ही लड़ रहे हैं। ओह शिट। हेलो जेट जी। अरे क्या हो रहा भाई? ये 007 कौन आ गया यार? मेरे मालूम है ये पक्का थाला है, लिख के दे सकता हूँ थाला है। आई नो थाला क्या हरकत था। ट्रैश कैन से मारते हुए पंक को सेथ रॉलिंस सर पे मारते हुए। ट्रैश कैन मुड़ी गया हो। अनन स्टार्ट हुआ या नहीं? क्या स्टार्ट हुआ? जुमी क्या स्टार्ट हुआ? पक्की बात थाला की हरकत है 007 के आइडिया बना के आ रहे। ओ माय गॉड, गार्बेज कैन के ऊपर सुपरप्लेक्स। रोमन कहाँ है? पंक खेलना बाहर लड़ रहे। शुरू कब की हो गया जो मेरी रेसलमेनिया? फाइनल मेन इवेंट चल रहा फर्स्ट डे का। स्पॉइलर ले देना तुम्हारे को। जेओसो का मैच हो गया, जिका फटू राउलर का मैच हो गया। ये लास्ट मैच है ट्रिपल थ्रेट, रोमन सेथ पंक। और सेथ रॉलिंस और पंक ऑडियंस में लड़ ले रहे। रोमन का है क्या? नहीं, कहीं ना कहीं से रैंडमली एकदम आने वाला रोमन। देखो आया, देखो आया, देखो कल है वो जॉन सीना का मैच। थाला के कौन किसके क्या? एक सेकंड, रेट तो भाई का नहीं है। थाला तुम्हारा खेला मेरे को मालूम। थाला तुम्हारे पास, तुम्हें आइडिया है थाला। जॉन सीना का मैच कल है, आज तो वो है ना रोमन सेथ रॉलिंस पंक का फाइनल मैच। जेओसो का मैच अच्छा था। जेओसो गंथर का, जेका फट और उसका एले नाइट का। मेरे को रिंगा अच्छे दिखे। रिंगा कहते अनाउंसिंग टेबल सर्कुलर है थोड़े। वो अच्छे यार टेबल है रेसलमेनिया के। अनाउंस टेबल किरा गए। वाह कंट्री दिखने में कंट्री है ना। कमेंट नहीं दिखा मेरे को, सॉरी। कौन क्या कमेंट करे? कमेंट क्या देख सकते हैं? एक काम करो, इफेक्ट कैसे डालते हैं ग्रीन स्क्रीन का? देखिए डाले थे ग्रीन स्क्रीन। सानिया 007 के थे। वाह अरे कैसा कि डालते ना फिल्टर, कैसा कि डालते ना फिल्टर। भाई कितने लाइक हुए? 20 हो गए। बेहतरीन, थैंक यू थाला। हाउ डू यू ग्रीन स्क्रीन करने का ऑप्शन नहीं आ रहा मेरे को, पता नहीं क्यों। मैं पीछे बैकग्राउंड में रेसलमेनिया का लोगो ही कर लेता, पर कोई नहीं, कल कर लेंगे। कल भी है ना। Punk and Reigns in the ring. स्पीयर पड़ता। ओह ओह Samoan drop. Seth Rollins jumping. Chat. पड़ी रे झापड़ पड़ा. Roman Reigns standing tall. Superman punch coming. I think बच जाएगा Punk. Okay. एक सेकंड था अभी पढ़ रहा हूँ. लाइक ब्रेकर. भाई ये एक सेकंड यार पढ़ने ही नहीं देते हैं यार ये लोग. लाइव चैट. हाँ भाई ये मेरा अकाउंट नहीं है, ये मेरे फ्रेंड है बाबू और वो मेरी जीएफ थी और तूने सब बर्बाद कर दिया. वो मेरे गले पड़ गई. My bad, bro. थाला my bad. होता थाला जिंदगी में थोड़ा. आने दो. Me to Roman's face. Eric. और एक बहुत बुरा किया साला करम काम खराब कर दिया हूँ. kind होता है. माफी चाहता हूँ थाला. साले सॉरी थाला. सॉरी थाला. ओह डबल डीट. Punk on the top rope. ओहो गर्दन पे वार. भाई सब्सक्राइब करो भाई. क्या कर रहे हैं. सब्सक्राइबर गेन हुए नहीं मालूम मेरे को क्यों. मैं तो अलर्ट्स नहीं आते मेरे पास. पावर स्लैम. भाई ये कॉपीराइट का कोई प्रीमियम वाला पास नहीं होता क्या. वही तो ना नहीं होता. ओके. Oh, Roman Reigns हो गया. आया ना. Superman punch. Going for the cover. Let's see क्या होता. Superman punch to Punk हो गया था लेकिन 2 पे किक आउट हो गया. बहुत बड़ी बात है. क्या होता है देखते हैं. Roman Reigns standing tall. आने दो. Come on. Roman going for the spear. Roman spear. Ooh, ah. Oh no, knee. CM Punk going for go to sleep. Roman reversal. बू कर रहे रोमन को भाई. What? गाइस सब लोग लाइक सब्सक्राइब कर दो. सीएम पंक रोमन को मारते हुए भाई. Roman kick out. Oh my God. रॉलेंस आएगा बचाएगा मेरे हिसाब से. Oh my God. Oh my God. दोनों के ऊपर ही कूद गया. तो भाई 7 बंदे देख रहे हैं पर कोई चैट नहीं कर रहा. क्यों पता नहीं यार. थोड़े लोग बस देखते हैं, एंजॉय करते हैं, बस आवाज सुनते हैं. Everyone who is watching, wherever you are watching from, welcome to the stream. Like the stream and also subscribe. Thank you. We are watching Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus CM Punk main event of Wrestlemania 41 Night 1. Wow. खड़ा क्या है मतलब नहीं समझा. Okay. Buckle bomb. Buckle bomb to Reigns. भाई ये बताओ फैक्ट वाली बात कि आपको देख के क्या एंजॉय करना. अगर कोई लड़की हो तो फिर भी एंजॉय करते. नहीं भाई, लोगों को रिएक्शन वीडियोस पसंद है, चाहे वो आईपीएल का हो या फिर डब्ल्यूडब्ल्यूई का हो. रिएक्शन लाइव स्ट्रीम्स टू बी ऑनेस्ट. और इंडिया में कोई भी करते नहीं है डब्ल्यूडब्ल्यूई का स्पेसिफिकली. रेसलिंग का कोई भी नहीं करते लाइव वॉच अलॉन्ग टाइप. तो मैं ही करूँगा. आपके साथ बैठ बातें करके एंजॉय करेंगे टेक्निकली. हाँ. I must. What? 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 Spear पेडरी. What? Spear को पेडरी बना दिया बंदा. 1, 2. Owen kicks out. Oh भाई साहब. Look at this guys. स्पीयर को पेडिग्री बना के फिर स्टॉप मारा बंदा, फिर भी रोमन नहीं गया. वाह. Damn. Seth Rollins gave a pedigree and also the storm, but still Roman kicks out. Let's see क्या होता है. What will happen? भाई ओपी रिएक्शन इसके 50 अलग से मिलेंगे. नोबडी. नहीं लेकिन स्पीयर बेहतरीन. स्पीयर को पेडिग्री में बेहतरीन सैटिस्फाइंग था वो सर. इनोवेशंस देखने में मजा आता है. किसी और का स्पेशल मूव आप एकदम अपने उसमें कर दिए तो बदल दिए तो ओके. बड़ी होम Punk. Spear. Oh my God. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, kick out. Oh my God. अयान भाई भी लाइक ये बताए यहाँ नहीं करते लाला. लाइक ये बातें. हाँ वही सेम. रोमन रेंस तो भैया भाई साहब बहुत ज्यादा घमासान हो जा रहा मैच. रोमन और पंक रिंग के अंदर. भाई क्या चल रहा है? रॉयल रंबल नहीं, रेसलमेनिया. रॉयल रंबल तो जब ही हुआ पहले. Going for the golden sleeve on Roman Reigns again. Punk kicks out.
All three of them have had moments where they were walking out of here with their hand raised. All three of them have had moments where they were 1, 2, 3. This is going anybody's way.
Seth Rollins रोमन को रोमन से बात कर रहे हैं सेथ रॉलिंस रिंग के अंदर. सेथ रॉलिंस बोल रहे हैं रोमन को कि अपन शील्ड वाले थे, इन्हें तो आउटसाइडर है. पंक माय फेवरेट, मेरे मेरे फेवरेट टीम को टीम टैग मैच में रोमन एंड सीना वर्सेस लेसनर एंड अंडरटेकर ये मैच देखना है. ओ आई डोंट थिंक होगा. ओ शील्ड बॉम्ब आने वाला है. Pick him up, yes, let's go. Shield bomb coming. Let's go. Shield bomb incoming. No. रॉलिंस को मार जा रहे हैं. ओ टूटा टेबल. ओ भाई साहब दोनों को टेबल के थ्रू. इतने अच्छे टेबल आज तैयार हो ये वाले सेमिनार के. भाई रात के 10 बजे इतना मत चिल्लाओ. मम्मी तुम्हारे, मम्मी नहीं है यार, ऊपर ऊपर वो है, किराएदार है. स्पीयर. Oh, what? 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 तो भी स्पीयर, ब्रॉन ब्रेकर टाइप स्पीयर था वो, चार्ज करके. क्या हो रहा है ये? रोमन क्या खबर है? रोमन का क्या खबर है? रोमन अभी सीएम पंक को टेबल के थ्रू पावर बम दिया, फिर सेथ रॉलिंस को दिया, फिर सेथ रॉलिंस को रिंग में लाके स्पीयर दिया, पिन किया, लेकिन किक आउट हो गया. बहुत गुस्से में रोमन. रोमन पंक को उठाते हुए. People singing Roman Reigns song. Oh, submission.
Look at a choke out pump as Heyman looks on. Look at a choke out pump as Heyman
अभी नहीं मारा ना सुबन पंच.
standing guillotine.
GNT देते हुए.
And the biggest moment of his career.
Oh, no way. Submission to Punk. Okay. Punk giving Roman the submission. क्या हो रहा है? No way. No way Roman will kick out. Roman will submit. Punk के मुंह में से खून नहीं कर रहा. Seth आ गया. Seth Rollins submission के लिए जाते हुए. Sharpshooter. Sharpshooter to Punk. Roman is down. No way. Come on, Roman. Roman is giving the GNT to Seth Rollins. Oh, bhai sahab. No way, Seth Rollins picking him up. Bhai sahab. Bhai sahab. Oh my God. अभी तक भी लॉक्ड इन है. हे रोमन रेंस के पर लगा जी क्या है Vince. Oh, storm to Roman by Punk. No. What? How? कैसा? पहले तो ट्रिपल सबमिशन हो गए. भाई ये क्या था भाई?
This is the main event of Wrestlemania. This is what you fought your entire life for. Where did you go after this? It's already burned every
भाई क्या हो रहा?
Rollins down. CM Punk to his feet. Broken bodies everywhere you look. Who can summon something special to grab victory? Think about the physical exertion that these men have gone through in this matchup. Punk now trying to lift Rollins up, trying to perhaps get him in position to go to sleep. Seth Rollins not going to allow it to happen. Punk now going back to Rollins for the go to sleep. Could have been a smart move there by Punk. Can he hit the DGF that he does to Rollins?
Spear. Storm by Rollins. क्या हो रहा भाई? Non-stop special moves, finishers. Paul Heyman giving a chair. Paul, what the hell are you doing actually? Chair to Roman, chair to Punk. Chair to Roman, chair to Punk. और chair to Seth. पंक के हाथ, पॉल के हाथ में चेयर है. किसको देने वाला है बंदा? He's very confused. Punk asking for the chair. Paul Heyman giving the chair to Punk. Betrayed Romans again. Wow. पंक को चेयर दे दिया रॉलिंस पॉल हेमन ने रोमन रेंस को सेकेंड टाइम बिट्रे भाई what happened? What happened? Hello. Triple Heyman. Paul Heyman low blow CM Punk. Paul Heyman low blow CM Punk. Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman low blow Punk. Paul Heyman giving the chair to Roman now. भाई ओ भाई साहब पॉल पहले चेयर पंक को दिया पंक जब माने जा रहा पंक को लोबलो दे दिया भाई ये क्या हुआ This is yours, Tribal Chief. After a decade, man, this scene is coming. Guys, like, subscribe, karo. Low blow to low blow to Roman. What? Paul Heyman giving the chair to Seth. Why the hell Paul Heyman? Paul Heyman low blow to Roman Reigns and giving the chair to Seth Rollins. What? क्या हुआ रॉयल रंबल में भाई बैगनी क्या है यार ये फिर चेयर पड़ने वाली रोमेंस मंच फिर बिट्रे होगा थर्ड टाइम बिट्रे बाय पॉल हेमन टू रोमन रेंस नॉट गुड स्टॉर्म टू रेंस will he kick out Rollins wins it and Paul Heyman just भाई हेमन रॉलिंस के साथ हो गया हेमन रॉलिंस के साथ हो गया यार हेमन रॉलिंस के साथ कैसा हो गया यार Paul Heyman is Rollins. Rollins heel with Paul Heyman. No. भाई ये क्या था ये Paul Heyman giving the chair to Punk.
And his career-long best friend is recently reacquired.
Then low blowing Punk. Roman was like, चलो भाई मेरा हो गया वापस वाइज मैन. ये क्या हो गया? Look at this, what happened? Paul Heyman and gave the chair to Rollins as well.
There's been many shield chairs to the back over the years, but perhaps none as important and as devastating as the one we witnessed tonight. Paul Heyman always seems to survive. Paul Heyman is the cockroach who always finds himself at the top of the food chain. Not kill, who continues to be with the best in the business. And now Paul Heyman has aligned himself.
Paul Heyman is just Seth freaking Rollins.
I'm sick.
Seth Rollins said,
So many questions. How long has this been the plan?
देखो ये बेटा डाल.
Years. But Paul Heyman, yeah, years potentially. You talk to your pump situation, right? You give this to get under Reigns' skin. I mean, Roman's the one I feel bad at all this for. Tribal Chief has been stabbed in the back 4 times and he could have
नहीं यार रोमन नहीं जीता. रोमन रेंस को पॉल हेमन बिट्रे करके सेथ रॉलिंस को दोस्ती कर लिया और सेथ रॉलिंस जीत गया मैच.
WrestleMania Saturday. WrestleMania post-show next. We'll see you tomorrow.
भाई साहब ये क्या हो गया भाई? ये क्या भाई? ये अरे भाई साहब भाई गाइस एक सब्सक्राइबर होना है यार. 900 सब्सक्राइब कर दो. पोस्ट शो देख लेते हैं. चलो पोस्ट शो आ रहा है. पॉल हेमन फर्स्ट. चलो भाई मैं जो दूंगा नहीं समझे. अरे यार पॉल धोखेबाज निकला. उसने हरवाया रोमन को लिटरली. उसने पहले रोमन को चेन नहीं देके पंक को छेड़ दी. फिर पंक को लो ब्लो मारा. फिर रोमन उसको बोला कि आई एक्नॉलेज यू. फिर जब रोमन ने सेथ रॉलिंस को मारने जा रहा उसको लो ब्लो मार दिया. वाह दैट इज व्हाट. व्हाट. सेथ रॉलिंस और पॉल हेमन एक साथ. भाई साहब ये क्या हो गया? है क्या हो गया? है आई वांट कि रोमन जीत जाता और फिर अनडिस्प्यूटेड चैंपियन के लिए क्लेम करता. हाँ यार मेरा भी वही था लेकिन ये चीटिंग है. ये नाइंसाफी है. ये कहां से यार? ये क्या किया यार इन लोगों ने? मैं सोचा पॉल हेमन एक्चुअली रोमन के साथ हो गया था. मैं खुश हो गया. बोला रोमन और पॉल हेमन वापस से साथ में आएंगे. बट ना रोमन के साथ गया ना पंक के साथ गया. पॉल हेमन भाई साहब मैं मेरा दिमाग फट रहा मेरा. मैं क्या ही बोलूं. सेम यार एक्नॉलेज ओटीसी. यार ओटीसी को यार फिर से बिट्रे मेरा भाई. एक ही मैच में 3 बिट्रेयल्स. व्हाट माय गॉड. कितने धोखेबाज लोग हैं यार दुनिया में, कितने धोखेबाज. पॉल हेमन गेम खेल गया भाई, पॉल हेमन गेम खेल गया, लास्ट में पॉल हेमन ही गेम खेल गया. इट वाज बैड, लेकिन सही खेल गया पॉल हेमन. वेरी स्मार्ट, वेरी स्मार्ट. भाई क्या हो गया भाई ये मैच, क्या हो गया ये, क्या हो गया? What happened? What the hell happened? Roman is leaving the arena. रोमन इज इतना बुरा शॉक्ड है कि क्या हो गया मेरे साथ. साला मेरी लाइफ के साथ खेला खेल रहे हैं लोग. पंक तक परेशान है. सीएम पंक बोला ने सेटरानेस बोला पंक भरोसा न करो, इसका भरोसा न करो, भरोसा न करो, खुद ही खेल लिया. I think Roman has got new character आएगा क्योंकि अब Roman is officially not with the wise man. पंक भी परेशान, पंक तो रॉलिंस जीत गया. पॉल हेमन ने सीएम पंक और रोमन रेंस दोनों को बिट्रे करके रॉलिंस के साथ मिल गया ये बंदा. भाई वाकई सही खेल गया बंदे ना. क्या हो गया भाई? I have no words. हाँ खत्म हो गया मैच. पंक हार गया, रोमन हार गया, सेथ रॉलिंस जीत गया और पॉल हेमन सेथ रॉलिंस के साथ चला गया. सब उल्टा ही हो गया. क्या हो गया भैया? क्या हो गया भाई मैच में? पूरा उल्टा उल्टा हो गया. Double table bombs. Two power bombs, to be honest. ये रिप्ले दिखा रहे हैं लोग मैच का, वो दिखा रहे हैं, रिप्लेस दिखा रहे हैं जो मैच हुआ सो। ये पॉल हेमन की कमीनी हरकत। पहले पॉल हेमन ने सीएम पंक को लोग लोग दिया, दिखाता हूँ मैं एक सेकंड। This was so bad. This was just bad. This is the worst thing I've seen today. शतरंज जीता. This was so bad. This was the finish. शतरंज जीत गया भाई. पॉल हेमन शतरंज से साथ चला गया भाई. क्या हो गया भाई? I am shocked, overly shocked. उल्टा ही हो गया ये मैच, पूरा उल्टा ही हो गया मैच. क्या मैच? शतरंज से खुद ने बोला कि मैं जीतूंगा तो मैं कम से कम अच्छा हूँ वगैरह हूँ. फिर वही काम किया जो अथॉरिटी के साथ किया था. I don't know why all this शतरंज. वही तो खलीज यार, ये गुस्सा आ रहा है. रोमन जीत जाता है यार. ये हुआ था.
He had heard the, oh, he's got fire moves. He can't do anything. He's very conscious. He's so many different moves into this match. He did basically everything Gunther could do in this match.
हाँ, दोनों को लो ब्लो दे दिया. Bad. Jey Uso won the World Heavyweight Championship. ये हुआ गंतर के साथ.
Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, night one of WrestleMania 41 in what is already being discussed as an all-time instant classic, the triple threat match won by Seth Rollins and Preston is standing by PM.
Yes, everyone, thank you so much for that, Gorilla. Hoping that I can catch CM Punk on his way out. He has not yet exited. Hopefully he will come out here pretty soon. Obviously, he's been waiting a lifetime for the main event. WrestleMania. Here he is now. Punk, I know that this is not a good time to approach you for a comment, but can I get something from you about what just happened out there at the hands of one of your lifelong friends and allies?
कुछ नहीं बोला पंख ने.
Right. Well, we're not gonna get a word from Punk here tonight. That's for I have no idea.
Guys, 10 लोग देखो, जल्दी 30 likes complete करें.
This man is not somebody who holds back when he has something to say. He is not somebody that is short for words, and he certainly is not somebody that I don't think has ever declined to comment, at least in my experience, when approached for an interview. Obviously, he is probably feeling a range of emotions here tonight. I mean, you saw his face. That is the look of a man who maybe isn't surprised by what happened tonight, but is certainly taken aback by it. Is understandably hurt by it. I talked to CM Punk just yesterday. He told me he was nervous about this match, but it's one that he's waited a lifetime for to main event WrestleMania. He said to me, Jackie, I will not rise to the occasion in this situation. I will fall to the level of my experience, my training, and my preparation, but I'm not sure there is anything that prepares you for this level of betrayal, and I think we just saw that on the face of CM Punk. You know, they say a picture says 1,000 words, right? I think we just saw that in the face of AEW.
क्या हो गया ये?
And somber looking CM Punk might be the right word. As for the Seth Rollins of it all, I mean, this is a guy who has been very anti CM Punk, so I think that certainly probably adds to the level of hurt that CM Punk is feeling right now. But I hear how CM Punk is feeling another time. But I tried.
You more than tried to deliver there because never has a non-response said so much as that interaction between CM Punk and Jackie Redden. And I do want to stress this. Jackie Redden has a wonderful relationship with CM Punk. He's interviewed him hundreds of times. He has her trust when it comes to sensitive moments like this. CM Punk
Like the stream.
is more than just losing a match. It's losing
30 likes complete कर दो guys.
we have how much have we talked about at this going back to OPW? I don't think CM Punk gets the opportunity to hold the main roster. It's not for someone like Paul Heyman being in his corner, fighting for him to get those chances. And now the guy said, "Hey, that favor, I got you. I'll be there at WrestleMania. Fight you. This is his first WrestleMania match in what, a decade? He missed last year because of the tricep injury, right? Finally here, his first WrestleMania main event, and have a tear break taken all away from him. Devastating. So we were just able to at least get with CM Punk. And now Kathy Kelly is standing by outside the locker room for Roman Reigns. Kathy.
Yeah, Joe. I mean, I was hoping to get an interview with Roman Reigns, but now is not the time. I mean, I can't confirm that Roman did exit gorilla position alone. When is the last time that we saw Roman Reigns walking alone? His advocating for another. Paul Heyman talks about the island of relevancy all the time. Roman Reigns
Guys like कर दो guys.
is on an island.
Subscribe भी करो.
In this very moment, the man that was most loyal to him, that he trusted the most, betraying him.
3 times in one match.
I can't even process what we saw tonight, and I'm sorry that I couldn't get an interview with you guys.
Kathy, it sums up the evening and everything we're dealing with the aftermath of this triple threat. I want you to just get in one more comment here before we transition, because we have a new heavyweight world champion. That's exactly right. In terms of CM Punk, what you mean, it's the end of an era. When you think about that moment during COVID, remember when we see Roman Reigns and the camera pans over, we see Paul. That's right. That was the beginning of an era in WWE that officially ended less than a half hour. And we said it on a night where we had multiple GTSs, where we had multiple stops, multiple spears, 2 low blows by Paul Heyman, the most significant action that forever is going to change the course of this industry. All right, now, the build-up for Jey Uso was immense to take on the ring general Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship, Big E. Look, Gunther brought it, as he always does, and Jey was able to withstand everything that he took from Gunther. I love the Powerbomb commercial. You didn't think Jey had the strength. Look, we don't talk about Jey's power and strength often, but I love that he busted out here tonight. He really did. He showed such an array of moves. He heard the chatter. He heard hating on his moveset. He heard it. He responded, and he ended choking out Gunther's Imperium submission hold turned against him. And that scene of Jey Uso holding the World Heavyweight Championship, the man who won the 2025 Royal Rumble. There were critics saying, Jey, is this really Jey Uso? Yes, really Jey Uso, the guy who won the Royal Rumble.
Jey is here.
Now going to be celebrating the 6th star to win his first
Yeet.
title at
The new
WrestleMania.
world title champion.
For the new World Heavyweight Champion, yeet away, Jey. Somebody's high nation. Yay. Come on, man. Come on. What's up, brother? What's up, all time? Yeah, just go ahead. What's up, right here? That's okay. First and foremost, congratulations, my G, Adrian, and as someone like you. Your family has a legacy of world championships. The Rock, Roman Reigns, Jax, Nia Jax, and Naomi by marriage. Now, in the history books, so my turn. Come on, I'm sorry. That's right. That's right. Nope. Ain't damn thing sunk in. Ain't nothing sunk in. To be honest, I ain't gonna lie. When I got the damn strap, I'm like, I'm good now. To be honest.
I wanted to take the time off, but I feel like I would be on, but it's all good. Like I love it. You know what I'm saying? It was a long ass damn week. Made it to Saturday. G, you know what I'm saying? Defeated Gunther. G, got it on my back. That's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to be present. It's like Christmas. G. Love. That's the song right there. Both our daddies.
I don't know if my birthday is on the way.
Love.
Let me ask you a question at the Royal Rumble about what it felt like for that win to reaffirm your position in the company. Now with this big win here at WrestleMania 41, the World Heavyweight Championship, how does it feel to officially be the new face of
Fire. Fire for me. You ask just news. Yeet. Hell yeah, I love it. Fire. Internet, I don't know what it is. So thin, this is it right here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but hell yeah, two-time world champions. I'm damn near world heavyweight champ. Yo, next, I'm in Vegas. I'm saying, I'm in Vegas. Right side, second row. Right here. Right here. Great Hill, yes, again. When we talked last time we did something else, so long. This is the first time you didn't have your brother by your side or opposite great. How did it feel going out there by yourself and then getting to see your brother as you celebrated that moment? Fire. It was, I didn't know he was going to be there. I told him earlier that I was like, he was going to be there, but you should have dressed up. Yeah, he don't be mad at me, though. I was talking, no, I love him, no, that's my brother, I got to give it to him. Wash his sweats a little bit, like, saying too many times where, you wash all gray sweats, it kind of come out a little gray. That just, that's all I'm saying. I loved him, but I'm like, when I hugged him, I said, oh, man, we're good. I love my brother, Big Jim. Final question.
Okay, Anna could answer the
Final question.
Congratulations for your victory. A few months ago, you faced Daniel Priest in Backlash, went big atmosphere. What memories do you have of this night, and are you ready to come to Paris with the brand?
Oh, you're from France, so I think it was fire. What it is? Hell yeah. I don't think I can ever replicate or duplicate some Leon France type energy. You feel me? I wish I could have that kind of energy every night with me, but it's okay. Like I just appreciate those moments. Shout out to Leon France. Like I think they put me on the first time I ever found myself as like some superstar status type. You heard me? Because I had to watch it back. When I watch it back, I don't like watching it back. So because it's just a lot. I just. You know what I'm saying? Let's check the boxes off, but Leon France was 100 loose, and I think that is the best like this entrance in WWE, let alone with the Undertaker. To be honest, like Stone Cold, Glass, that's your ass, like Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels. I just don't know. I'm just appreciating this whole ride as I slide. You know what I'm saying? Those but yes, my friend from France, yes, eat. There we appreciate love. We appreciate your long ride. We appreciate your journey. What's coming outside? Outside, man. Like, can I go 5 more minutes? Go as long as you want. Can we get like 2 more phone questions? All right, 2 more questions. So, you go to the World Heavyweight Champ. I'm calling it now. What's up, Boots? What's going on now, Jake? You don't know what your hair is. Okay, bro. All right, this side.
Hey, bro.
Yeet.
Hi, brother. My name's Nick Phil from Australia, SDN Radio. I want to ask you, man, you have been basically, you make your mark in the business as a tag team wrestler. For a tag team wrestler to reach a pinnacle like you have for the world title, I think it's only ever happened to Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart before. So, being the company of those legends and have a WrestleMania moment where you walk out of there with that belt, has that sort of sunk in with you that you're up there with the greats?
it's a great question, but no, man, because I always just wanted to be a tag team wrestler with my twin brother. You know, I never like Sax, no, like that's all it was, you know. And then once you start to progress and see like different doors open, those, you know, you want to take advantage of the opportunity. And it has been hard, you know. It's well, especially it's hard today because trying to like, you know, our business. I feel like everyone's like smart to it, you know. Be the last of a dying breed. That's what I think. You know, it's damn near live theatrics, one shot, one take, live TV. So I take pride in all that, man. All my brothers and sisters, everyone who put on today, the behind the scene, man. We're all a big family. To be honest, like I'm so grateful. I get to like just do this little part. Like I go out there and wrestle in the ring, but man, uh, uh, the production crew, the people who drive the trucks, who load, catering, who like this, and I love y'all. I love everybody. Like my hats off. Stay humble, ready to rumble, man. And welcome to the E era, though. I don't know what's about to happen. I'm gonna embrace the hate. I'm gonna embrace the love. All I know is I'm in Las Vegas. Man, I got family out here. I done dethroned the ring general. I'm the world heavyweight champion. I got my damn side plates on this thing. This is the quickest I ever got. I had to wait 2 weeks when I won the IC championship to get the damn. I'm like, all right, I'm with me, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got a new shirt on, you know what I'm saying? But love, though. I appreciate it. I hope everybody had fun this weekend and tomorrow night.
That is the new world heavyweight champion. He's ready to party here in Vegas. And tonight's Wrestlemania post show is presented by Snickers. Snickers satisfies alongside the Peter Rosenberg. I'm Joe Tessitore. What a thrilling night here in Vegas. And what a thrill to have Jade Cargo with us here after a sensational performance, coming up with what we described for many weeks as the most emotionally charged build-up to any of the matches here in Vegas. Defeating Naomi was the way to hit it. Catching her out of the air, coming up with the power and finally jaded. How did it feel?
I mean, it feels great. I got my revenge. I did what I said I was going to do. I've been out for a while, and Naomi had a couple.
Jade, I know you've had WrestleMania matches before, but this is your first singles match at WrestleMania. Look, I remember years ago, randomly on the timeline, as a fitness influencer, it is wild thinking.
You see me back then?
I wasn't the only one. But how did you feel? How comfortable were you? Was there any nerves with your first singles match at WrestleMania?
A little bit. The reception and everything, it really was. But you know, just kind of go out there and do it. And I went out there and I did it, and I'm proud of that match. But I mean, WrestleMania is the biggest stage. Of course, I was nervous. It's my first singles match, but I went out there and I put on the show.
Are you able to feel like at this point, with everything that happened, attack as we watch the strength of Tate Carter? That was an incredible moment.
Thank you.
But given everything that happened, the level of the attack that Naomi was playing credit to, do you feel that this was enough retribution? Like, is it out of your system at this point?
I really have to take time to think about that. This is a woman I considered family. You know, my big sister. We went on my first road trip together here at WWE. This was somebody where when things went left and she wasn't at the company anymore, I was the first person to call her and see if she was okay. This is the girl that when she had a match, I hyped her up. I was also the one that if she failed to reach those goals, I was still in gorilla hyping her up, giving her a big hug. You know, I don't know where we go from here.
There may be more pawns to put on Naomi.
I think so.
I get it. This is exactly why we drive this match the way we did. For a lot of the participants of the picture who come up and spend time with us, you're going to see the highlights, you're going to break it down, you're going to sum up what happened. With what the three of you have gone through, it just has a different level of weight to it, does it not?
It does. I mean, it's a sisterhood. Like,
Yes.
we put a big three. We came in. We wanted to take over this industry. At that, Bianca and I wanted to elevate the tag team division. We did that. now we're at odds with each other.
Let me ask you this and get away from the match for a moment. I mean, this place, this scene here in Vegas tonight. Listen, we've all been through a lot of WrestleMania experience. This felt like a spectacle tonight. There was something that was extraordinarily grand to it and theatrical to it. And perhaps the set alone, just the stature of it and the height of it. What was it like to come out at that place in front of this crowd?
Oh my gosh, amazing, astounding. I mean, I've never been in front of a crowd so live. Thank you guys, thank you. Yeah, right. I mean, how late is it right now? But, I mean, again, I had nerves coming out, but hearing the crowd and going out there and seeing all them being there and facing all of us, it just wakes you up. It makes you want to go out there and put out the best match that you can do for them.
Hey, there's a lot of discourse when it comes to you. There are always rumors. I feel like there's always something in the background. How do you handle all of the talk, whether it's the internet, whether it's the rumors? How do you make sure that you show up here on WrestleMania night, that you're focused with the match that's in front of you?
I think the crown wears heavy for all of us. You know, like if you can't go out there and do your job, then this isn't the job for you. You know, I have a husband who went out there.
Jey Uso is the new world champ.
And he kind of grew me.
Paul Heyman betrayed everyone and became Seth Rollins' wise man now.
I just had tonight. And I know who I am, and no one else out there is going to tell me who I am and what I'm about.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's been a thrill since we've seen you come back in Elimination Chamber. The build to this, it'll be very exciting to see where things go from here. Enjoy your night, celebrate in Vegas. You got a long night ahead of you to enjoy a big victory. Jay Carter, everybody, thanks for being here at WrestleMania. Now, elsewhere in the women's division, the WWE Women's Championship match, Tiffany Stratton, Big E, Charlotte Flair, and Tiffany went to work on Charlotte's surgically repaired left knee, Big E. It felt very poetic, and then Charlotte was worried about her own knee coming into this match, and she said, Tiffany, you're going to leave this match worried about yours as well. At some point, by the way, we got to talk about what Tiffany looked like as this match went on. This was not much fun. I don't even know exactly what happened. Oh, there you have it. Prettiest moonsault ever for the win. Charlotte
भाई मैं समन डिटेंशन कर रहा सेथ रॉलिंस ने क्या जब सेथ रॉलिंस ने रोमन को पिन किया मुझे गुस्सा आ गया और मैंने
Here she is at WrestleMania, coming up with a signature win. She's been champion now for 106 days. This is her third title defense. And Tiffy time is on time for the press conference. Here is the WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton.
What's up, guys?
All right, let's start off with our first question on the right-hand side.
Congratulations. You not only had your WrestleMania debut tonight, but you also defeated 14-time champion Charlotte Flair. This was a moment that you dreamed of and you talked about. Does it set in that you not only retained the title, but you defeated Charlotte Flair?
Yeah, I don't want to get emotional, but she was my dream opponent. She was my dream feud. And making my WrestleMania debut and having Charlotte Flair be my opponent, it was just, the story for itself. I can't believe I defeated Charlotte Flair. I don't think it's set in yet. I'm still kind of processing everything right now. My face is a little beat up. But I feel amazing, and I'm going to take this momentum, and I'm going to make this title reign the best title reign of my life.
And on the right-hand side, we'll head to the third row. Hey, Tiffany, congratulations on the win. Brad Gilmore, ESPN Radio. An incredible match, and obviously a very physical match. How are you feeling physically after that encounter with Charlotte and emotionally?
You know, we're looking like a broke down Barbie right now. But I feel beat up, emotionally and physically. I feel a little emotional. It's hard for me to feel emotions after having matches just because my adrenaline is just going crazy. But I'm coming down now, and I'm starting to feel all the emotions and feel like I just went through the fight of my life, and
and had my WrestleMania debut. So we're feeling emotional, we're feeling beat up, but I'm super happy and I'm super grateful for everything.
Hey guys.
Stephanie, I would body slam that. Congratulations, Stephanie. I actually, speaking of Barbie, I want to talk about the iconic entrance. That was amazing. Was that your idea? And how was it walking out to 60,000 bucks?
So I actually kind of had this epiphany in my head for a while. Even before I got signed by WWE, while I was training, I always kind of wanted to have the persona of the buff Barbie doll, and I always kind of envisioned coming out of like a Barbie box for an entrance one day. And I pitched it in NXT, and it never happened. And I'm so grateful it didn't happen because it happened on the biggest stage at Wrestlemania, and I'm so grateful. Triple H actually came to me. He asked me about the idea, and I was immediately like, yes, 100%, let's do it. I'm so down for this. So I can't take full credit, but it was a dream come true for me. And walking out to all of those people, oh, it was so exhilarating. I was just trying to be in the moment as much as possible because in those moments, it is so hard to not be thinking about, I hope I don't look stupid. I hope the match goes okay. I hope I'm okay afterwards. So I was trying so hard to be in the moment, and I feel like I was in the moment, and I was trying to look out to the crowd and everybody there, and it was so amazing, so exhilarating, and like I said, I'm super grateful.
Last question, left hand side, front row. Congratulations. Call the bar, Billboard magazine, with the women's division so stacked. How important was the statement like your momentum confidence?
So important. We have so many insanely talented, gifted, athletic, beautiful women on the roster. We've got Bianca Belair, we've got Rhea Ripley, Jade Cargill. I have my feuds. Like I've got some people stacked up for me in the future. I've got dream WrestleMania opponents, dream feuds. So this win for me was super important, and I'm gonna, like I said, take this momentum, and hopefully in my next storyline, my next feud, I'll come out with the W again.
Congratulations on your win tonight. Enjoy it. Still WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton. Thank you, Byron. That is Tiffany Stratton. She is retaining tonight as the world champion. I think there's actually a lot to take away from that conversation she just had. Specifically, I want to get to her last response. Listen, she admitted she's a beat-up Barbie right now. But thinking for her to say it was important for me to keep my momentum in a division that's absolutely stacked, and I have people stacked up for my future, my dream future WrestleMania opponents. I think if you're making the short list of those you're betting on for the next 10 years in this industry, she's on the top of the list. Absolutely. She proved that tonight. Look, this is a very, very tough spot to be in. Wrestling Charlotte Flair in this match alone is tough, but all the things coming into it, the suspension, the back and forth, I'm telling you, that is a weight that a lot of talent has been doing this for a long time. Thank you. Would struggle to carry, but she's only 25 years old. She's only been in this industry, I think, 3 or 4 years max. And for her to deal with all of that outside noise in the back and forth, and to have a performance like that, I think really proved to a lot of people that she's ready to deal with this, the shark tank. We just saw your Biggie 5 count promoted there. That's when at the end of the night, Biggie is going to declare who he felt were his top 5 performers of the night. It'd be interesting to see if Tiffany Stratton is on that list. Now, a conversation you and I were having recently is in the build-up to this matchup of the young ascended superstar against the 14-time world champion, future Hall of Famer. We talked about the heat and venom that took place as they promoted this title match. And we said, perhaps, as tough as it was in recent weeks, in a way it calloused Tiffany Stratton. It matured her in a necessary way. I think we saw the result of that tonight. I agree, and I think we'll really see the result of tonight down the line. Tiffany Stratton is 25 years old, clearly the biggest moment of her career, retaining against Charlotte Flair. We're going to see how impactful it was in a year. Yeah. In Aaron right here because the New Day, for all intents and purposes, has been reclaimed and renamed as the Blue Day, Peter. But the New Day, now 12-time tag team champions, defeating War Raiders. I listen. I gotta ask. Is it bittersweet? Is it just bitter? Like, what is the feeling when you see two guys who consider brothers getting another championship now, this time without me by their side?
Look, regardless of what has happened with us, I can never deny how talented those two are. I spent so much time with those guys, as you know. It's long been talked about our brotherhood, all those things. Obviously, I don't feel great about the way things ended. They're extremely talented. They will go on as two of the greatest to ever do it in the tag division.
12 is the most all-time.
That's incredible.
12-time tag team champions for the New Day, the most all-time. But first time they've done it since April of 2021. Here's what I want to ask you. The way that they did it. The way that things were finished up. Because there's Kofi pulling on the leg. And to celebrate winning world championships by having to take them and sprint away with them.
Cowardly, man.
It's not ideal.
But we always talk about, we started in 2014, and we talk about the way the industry is and how hard it is for certain talents. Yeah, we always talk about doing things the right way in the ring and outside of the ring. And to see the way that these men carry themselves now, to see the way that fans rightfully react to them. You know, listen, these are not the two men I thought I knew. Look, salute to them, I suppose, for winning a WrestleMania match. I believe this is their first WrestleMania win. I believe. So,
You know something? It is. Obviously, you know the success of things. We had Kofi Mania. But the New Day as a tag team was 0-5 at WrestleMania.
What a crazy stat.
Isn't that great? So they're one of the great tag teams of all time. It was a breakthrough moment, actually.
Look, but I mean, what?
Look at the way they did it. Is that how you want to do it?
Is there any honor in that? Is anyone going to celebrate a win like that? Is that a match that we replayed years and years later and we will stand on our feet and applaud them for their performance? No.
Guys, I want to share a real moment that happened. We were watching that match, and at one point the camera got tight on Kofi. I don't want to misquote you, but he just sat there and sat there like, this is the guy who always says this is pure fun.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. So we'll see what happens. But I suppose salute to them on becoming tag team champions once again. It's a record that might not be touched for a very long time. Well, tag team title reigns is something to be celebrated. I just don't think it should ever be done in that way.
Now, interestingly enough, we had another championship match, and there were moments of physicality and explosiveness between LA Knight and Jacob Fatu that were absolutely jaw-dropping. I thought for most of this match, we saw the best versions of these two, Peter. Oh, this is the best we've seen Jacob Fatu in a singles match. He was unbelievable start to finish. And listen, I get it. You're LA Knight. You walk away without the title, and you are very disappointed. If you walk away with some modicum of help after a match with the Samoan Werewolf, I feel like you gotta at least have some appreciation.
Right. I want to go on and on about how incredible Jacob was. But look, man, that BFT had a bit of air from LA Knight. LA brought it as well.
He did.
Those two men are truly incredible.
He is your new champion. The United States Championship is in the hands of the Samoan Werewolf.
Yeah, guys, I actually spoke to the new United States champion, Jacob Fatu, following his win this evening. He was absolutely ecstatic, talking about how this moment was 12 years in the making. And while he's new to WWE, and this is his first championship that he is holding here, this is the beginning of the hard work. He is ready to put in the time, ready to put in the effort, and he knows that he has so many more eyes on him now. He was happy that his family was here to support him in this massive moment for him. And on the other side, I did attempt to get a word with his opponent this evening, LA Knight. Unfortunately, he declined to do an interview. He was clutching his ribs and looked absolutely dejected as he walked out of the building. Sorry, I couldn't get more concise.
Okay, you did a great job there of tracking everything down. Listen, it was actually one of the first things we talked about when you and I were, Sam and I were together today, was the focus of Jacob
Fatu was here. He may have been one of the earliest guys here. He was having breakfast. He took a walk through the dome just to look at the ring, visualize. You had the sense that he knew today was going to be the day that I have to deliver on. He has not even been on this roster for 1 full year. He was a right-hand man acolyte. He was kneeling at the altar of Solo Sikoa. He's his own man now, and he's a champion. Right. I don't want to take anything away from Solo. It was very clear that the company, I think, was trying to position Solo as the guy. And Jake was just undeniable. I'm sorry, like undeniable to these folks too. Yeah, look, he's below for a reason. A man that size, they love him. Listen, rightfully so. And this is a guy doing heelish, vicious things. You know, look, here's what I love about professional wrestling. We talked about Tiffany Stratton, how short a time she's been on the main roster, and we talked about Jacob Fox and how little time he's been in WWE. But their paths to get here were very, very different. This is not Jacob Fox's first time around the block. He's been grinding for a very long time, and here he is, championship gold in WWE. Pretty cool. And it's just the birth of many as well. I'm telling you, a lot more to come. Jacob Fox, he is truly special. He has so much more room to grow. And it's incredible to think he's just getting started. It feels like he's been around for years and years. Well, what a night it has been here in Vegas. By the way, Paul Heyman, again, the big headline that's coming out of this, Paul Heyman turned on both CM Punk and Roman Reigns, delivering low blows and setting things up for Seth Rollins, paving the way for Seth Rollins to win. What we are saying is an instant classic. This was the turning point. When the chair was in the hands of CM Punk, but then the low blow was delivered. Roman Reigns looked at his wise man and said, yes, you're being loyal to me. He served it up on the attack of CM Punk. And then standing there just waiting was Seth Rollins, the Shield breakup. A decade later of payback. It was sitting there for Roman Reigns to take it. But look at what happened. Just when you thought the tribal chief would conquer this triple threat, Heyman with a low blow again. Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman didn't even need to make eye contact. It was in the bag all along. Heyman turns on his quote-unquote best friend, his quote-unquote rival freak, and in the end, Seth Rollins leads night one of WrestleMania with a stop for the history books and a victory that he said now determines the future of the industry. Listen, obviously, you know that part, but let's not forget before that happened, we witnessed the five-star match. An unbelievable match. And now comes the newest member of the WWE Hall of Fame and the chief architect of that five-star instant classic, Paul Triple H Levesque. What do you guys?
LVCVA, Allegiant Stadium, T-Mobile, and also the Fontainebleau Hotel. I said that right. I have a terrible French accent, as many of you have seen. Also want to thank our partners, Dun and Dusted, on this event. They did a phenomenal job. Everybody dig the set. Yeah, so thought it was phenomenal. Fanatics event. Want to thank them as well for bringing WWE World to life. I've just heard from a lot of fans over the last couple of days that have been really positive about what World was like and the attractions that were there and their ability to go there and Superstore and everything about it. So wonderful.
first time ever tonight, and I said this in the ring when I first got out there, it literally just dawned on me right when I was about to walk into the ring to say, welcome to WrestleMania. That this is the first time for WrestleMania that everybody around the world was watching at the same time. Very, very small percent of the globe now is not covered between Peacock and Netflix. This was kind of the first, I don't know, it struck me right before I walked in that ring, like, wow, the world is watching right now. And that, I don't know, it's just impressive to me that it's a different time. And the ability, as we talked about before with Netflix, for people internationally, that I know so many of them that just it was so difficult to connect on big events and times and live, where is it, and all that stuff. This is Netflix makes it so easy for them. It's a one-stop shop. The interface looks the same everywhere around the world. And it's just click and watch. It's amazing. As far as the show tonight, we set a new record for any single night gate in WWE history. So this is phenomenally successful. Attendance 61,467. That's a full sellout. We were today opening. Whenever we do sets like this, there are always seats that are potentially like not the best view or restricted view and things like that, or that we have to deal for production reasons that then become available last second. We were opening up production deals as fast as we possibly could, and they were selling up the second we put them up. So the demand was really, really high. No spoiler, I would expect that that record for highest gate to last about a little less than 24 hours. We should crush it tomorrow. We had tickets purchased from all 50 states and 68 countries. Like I said, global event. WWE is a truly a global company that is followed worldwide, and I think we're showing more and more. We'll see that coming year. I think tonight was a very positive event. Many of you know on our countdown show tonight, we announced the acquisition of Tom Lucha promotion in Mexico, AAA. Very exciting time for us. Very exciting opportunity, I think, for us to continue to grow Lucha Libre, which many of you know that are either fans of that or grew up there. It's woven into the fabric of the culture. It really is. It resonates with everybody. It's impressive to see, and we want to make sure that that not only exists but continues to thrive and continues to grow. I'm a big fan of lucha as a style. I think that having all styles is incredibly valuable. Obviously, we have a particular one that we like to do with WWE, but that does not mean that we're looking to massively revamp anything. We're looking to keep traditional Lucha Libre as traditional Lucha Libre within that world and just help it to grow and help the athletes that grew up fans of it in those markets to realize their dream, just like we're helping to do with the U.S., whether it's finding athletes from college or NIL programs or anything, turn people onto it, whether they grew up in it or not, let them fall in love with it, let them become great at it. And that is our goal. That will be our goal globally, is to have the best of the best from around the world. And we will continue to do that. So very, very excited about that. It was very, very exciting day for, I believe, all our Hispanic talent, and to have my Kingo here, and Dorian, and his mom, and just everybody. So it was a very emotional afternoon with them. And as like we mentioned before, I mentioned before that at that event, 30 years ago, right about now, I was sitting in my apartment with Brian Pillman, and Rigo, and a few other people watching that first AAA Worlds Collide event. I thought it was spectacular. That's been on my mind
line since then, and we will be doing a Worlds Collide event with AAA from the LA Forum on June 7th, and I think that will be a spectacular event that will I think show the level of commitment and what we're looking to do with AAA. On some other just little business things and exciting news, Cody Rhodes starting a new podcast for WWE, and also somebody that I'm a very big fan of, as you all heard last night, Stephanie McMahon. Launching with our podcasts and shows with our partners, Fanatics. If you haven't seen them, shows Steph's Places show, I think is phenomenal. And Steph's first podcast is out with Dana White. I'm not sure if the other one is out yet or if it's about to come out with Michael Rubin from Fanatics. So incredibly good, I believe. And Steph is incredibly good with getting things out of people. She is very emotionally in tune with people and has a way of asking them questions. So I think that show will be phenomenal. I think Cody's will be a lot of fun as well. As far as Hall of Fame goes, incredible evening for me, I believe, for the legends. Anytime we can have Steve around, it's a phenomenal day. Anytime that we can have Brett around, it's a phenomenal day. Our talent,
WrestleMania is over. ये पोस्ट मैच चल रहा, इसका स्ट्रीम एंड करेंगे. लाइक करो, 30 लाइक्स कंप्लीट होने में जल्दी लाइक करो.
And I was really, really happy for Michelle McCool to get her flowers for
Results are Jey Uso is the new world champion. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods are new tag team champions.
Lex Luger.
Tiffany Stratton is defended her championship successfully. Paul Heyman betrays Roman and Punk to go with Rollins. Jacob Fatu is new US champion.
After I said it, and but you know, to see his turnaround in life, to see what Diamond Dallas Page has done for so many people, and to have Lex be a part of that, to be able to stand up out of his wheelchair, and I don't know how long he spoke, 10 minutes or so, but to be able to stand there for that length of time was just inspirational to see. Natural disasters, well deserved as well. We had spoken to the family about putting them in all the way last year at the Hall of Fame, so having them have that opportunity and that honor meant a lot. To see Dory Funk and see his dad achieve that honor, and even for Dory, what that meant for him was an incredible moment for me to see. And then, of course, Kamala, who, you know, for me as a kid growing up was just incredible. What an incredible character. And, you know, I think often about the Hall of Fame that as much as it's cool for you, it's cool for the people that sort of paid the price for what you did. Your family, your children. To see, even if somebody is no longer here, for them to see their father or you know, whatever receive that honor, to know that sacrifice that you made, that you dealt with, all those things, that award is just as much for you. So sometimes I think people will say like it's after the fact or whatever, you know, or one step past. I don't know. To me, it's just to see how much that meant to his wife was very touching to me. And then, you know, same private co-op his family, so well deserved as the, you know, such an important cog in a wheel of Bill. You were there, I believe, right? You know, you don't have to brag about it. I'm just saying you were there. Give Bill don't give him the microphone. He'll take over the whole show. No, it's just, you know, as a breaking that title reign of Bruno Sammartino and Madison Square Garden, which was like the WrestleMania of the time, and the pin drop silent, right, of that moment happening. Now he doesn't want to say anything. The silence of that moment, he's just, you know, he was such an important figure, and I'm just really, really happy that, even though he wasn't here to see it, but his family was. that means to them. So I'm really happy for that. And then, of course, um, for me, I don't know that I can say any more than I did last night for a long period of time, way late into the evening. It was really, I didn't have that much to say. I was just really trying to see how much our talent could put up with, really. It's like an endurance test. But no, it was quite an emotional moment and something I'll never forget. And I know that for me, it was right doing it, but as we were designing these rings and changing what we do, there were a lot of thought and care was put into them so that they could be as meaningful and impressive for them to show people or to brag about having or have those moments as their careers meant to us and to everybody else. So it was a really emotional night. The Hall of Fame is always one of my favorite nights. Just I'm a big history buff for the industry. I love all that stuff, and it's just a wonderful emotional night. So thoughts on tonight? I thought we had a spectacular show. I thought the pacing of it was well. Crowd was great. The stage design I thought was incredible. I loved having fans up there in the design and in the space. At the end of the day, it's really what we're all about is that engagement with fans. So having them as a part of it, I don't know, just felt right to me. The War Raiders, New Day, tag team champs, New Day just solidifying themselves as one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Ray Phoenix, unfortunately, with the injury to Rey Mysterio last second, you ask somebody to step in that's just got here, not fully prepared, not fully anything. I thought it was amazing. I thought Ray Phoenix did a phenomenal job of putting him on the map. And you have not, in a moment that was incredibly difficult for him, he showed why he is here and how big of a star he is going to be in the future. And El Grande Americano, whoever he is incredible. What a physique and what a job he did. Incredibly hard hit, apparently. So I thought it was great. Jay and Naomi just I love seeing people in this when they get into a situation and then sort of figuring that out on the fly. New character for Naomi, new position, new everything, and she's very excited about it, and we're very excited about it. And seeing her be lit up over that role and Brian and Jay coming back and from a legit time away and be able to come back and be at Wrestlemania and do what they did. I'm very happy for both of them. I thought they did a phenomenal job. LA Knight, Jacob Fatu was spectacular for me. LA Knight just so popular, and Jacob Fatu is right there with him. And Jacob is just a monster, man. He's a destroyer. That is going to go a long way. Gunther Jay was everything it needed to be. Funny that I judge a lot of how people perform sometimes differently in wins and losses. The pros, to me, the ones that are the best, perform the best sometimes in a loss. And in that loss, sometimes you come out in a better place. Gunther, to me, tonight showed why he is absolutely, undoubtedly one of the best in the world. And Jey Uso just, when you have 61,467 people going crazy like that, doing the entrance and the meet and all that, it's just an impressive thing. Really happy for him. Jay's transformation over the last couple of years through the Bloodline story and coming out of it and doing his own thing, and showed tonight why the name main event Jey Uso is a fitting name for him. Tiffany Charlotte was a fight, hell of a fight. I hope they're both okay. Adrenaline it's a magical thing. So in the moment, I think they're both good, but that was a hell of a war. And, you know, for Tiffany Stratton in this short period of time to be in the business, to stand in the ring, one of the absolute best in the business. And I don't mean absolute best in the women's division. I mean one of the absolute best in the business in Charlotte Flair. And hang with her on that big stage when, you know, it's hard to put into words as nervous as you are. And I'm sure Charlotte was. I'm sure she was wound up and the nerves are there. She's been doing this for a while. She's been in that role for a lot of time. Tiffany is not. I'm sure WrestleMania had her on edge. And for her to deliver in that manner, in that moment, says a lot about who she is and why she's going to be on top for a long, long time. And then this moment, Seth Punk, I don't even know where to start. Like, if you are CM Punk and you've waited your whole life to be in the main event of WrestleMania, that's been your goal. Tonight was the night. That made that wait all worthwhile. That was through and through a WrestleMania main event with three of the best in the world trying to show themselves and 60,000+ people that not only are they one of the best, they are the absolute best. Each one of them trying to show that. Each one of them trying to not only outdo but help sell the other one. That's the magic of our business. And they had it. And all night long, they had everybody from start to finish. So incredible performance by everybody. And can't wait for tomorrow. So hold it up.
First question on the right-hand side, front row.
Hey man, how are you?
Wanted to get your thoughts on Vegas as a host town. This place was talked about for quite some time, but 5 nights, sold out shows, but also like including like the official hotel, the official after parties. I mean, it's nonstop. Your thoughts on lots of things.
It was hard to find a place to eat, I found. Yeah. Las Vegas is perfectly suited for the type of event this is. Right? It is a place that is made for big events. I mean, built from the ground up. A place for big events, for spectacle, for larger than life, for people to go and I don't know, forget about life and go there and do crazy things. And what's crazier than WrestleMania for 2 nights in this city? But it is built, it is designed, it is so they in many ways they're the perfect partners. The hotels, the restaurants, the attractions and other things that you can do, the places to be able to host World and the Taker's show in the Hall of Fame and the roast on Sunday night. There was a moment this week when I saw a list of all the content that we were creating this week, and it was mind blowing to me. And I'm the one doing it, or in front of it all. But when you see it all laid out like that, it's crazy how much content is made here. But only a place you can only do that in a place like this, where you have that opportunity to do all those things. And what's wonderful about that is you're not expecting everybody to watch everything and go to everything. You're expecting them to find the thing that speaks to them. And we want, it's one of the things about WWE, we want to have a little something for everyone. And have them be able to come to events like this, destination events, like Vegas now, like New Orleans will be next year. Cities like that where you can go in there, there's places to do everything, and there's a little something for everybody. Every single person can come and enjoy it. Whether you're an older jaded fan been watching this your whole life, or whether you're coming with your family, or whether you're bringing kids with you that have just discovered this and are going to stand there in awe of the superheroes that they see on TV, and you can look at it through the eyes of your kids. There's something for everybody. To me, that's what makes a destination like Las Vegas, like Las Vegas, perfect for us.
Staying on the right side, second row.
Hi, Paul. Alistair McGeorge from the Metro in the UK.
How are you?
Yeah, really well, thanks. How are you?
Good. Okay.
You alluded to the emotions of the Hall of Fame for people generally. You specifically, what did it mean having your family, your daughters there, sort of especially given what you went through health-wise?
Yeah. It's hard to put in words. But the thing also feels like that's amazing. Right? It's the most important thing for me. Having my parents are there, um, my kids, Steph, my mother-in-law, like my friends there. That's incredible. And then on top of that, I'm sitting in a room full of 100, 200, a little less than 200 talent, maybe. That almost all of them I have some type of really emotional connection to. I've watched them come in the door. I've watched them get started. I've watched them grow, or I've watched them come into this place, where they thought they would never make it to WWE just because of, I think sometimes about like Finn Balor and me getting on the phone with him personally to say, like, I think he didn't think it was real. Like we're never going to get this opportunity to go there and do that. And I called him and was like, no, for real, I want you here. And here's why I want you here. And this is what I believe in you. This is how I want to go about it. And, so to see them all sitting in a crowd, to have them all there, and I heard from so many of them to like just sending me congratulations. I don't know, it was like having, I don't know how many people that place holds, a couple thousand, between the talent, my family, and then fans that were there. I don't know, it just feels all like family. It's one of the things that I love about this, what we do. It's when you come to WrestleMania, it's like a big family to some degree. Like it's just 61,000 people that all are here for the same reasons and love the product. And if you don't know, if you're new and you don't know what's going on, somebody will fill you in on the details right there. There's no, you don't really see arguments, you don't really see fighting. Like everybody's just there to have a great time. I used to say this a lot, that it's like a big family reunion. There's just so many people in your family, you have no idea who most of them are, right? But it feels like that, and it's one of my favorite things about this. So when you go to Hall of Fame and you have that level of people that are there that you consider family, and I would consider, obviously my immediate family is my family, but then I would consider those talent to me. I consider them my family. For a lot of those fans that were there, almost all of them, in some manner, I consider them family. I've never met them or anything, but I don't know. It's my job, it's my responsibility, it's also my privilege and my passion to provide something for them that I hope that they love and enjoy. So it was incredible.
Left hand side, front row.
Hello, Paul. Joe Torres from Contralona. First of all, congrats on the WWE Hall of Fame induction. I wanted to ask you about the acquisition of AAA. I mean, impactful and obviously in Wrestlemania. So, what does it mean for WWE's global strategy, the future of Lucha Libre, and especially open up for Latin America, the Caribbean, and other places? Thank you.
Thank you for the question, and I think the intent is to grow it, right? To grow Lucha Libre. To, as you mentioned, it has such a cultural impact, and South America, Central America, right? Like all through Mexico, but then you come into the United States where and I don't know if anybody saw the New York Times article today, where they talked about the powerful impact and the power of Lucha Libre, what it means, and especially in markets within the U.S. like LA and places like that, right? Southern California. So the intent is to grow it. The intent is to grow that brand. That NXT started out as this, and over time it became something massive. When done right, and it's Sean mentioned it last night. When you look at WrestleMania now, most of it came directly out of NXT. A large percentage of it. That's the success of it. And I think Mexico, I think AAA, I think Lucha Libre opens up the door for those athletes as well to not only grow to be the biggest thing that they can be in Lucha and everything else, but if their desire is here to go beyond that, right? I think it's the greatest. You call it what you want, sport entertainment, whatever you want to call it. What we do, I think, is the greatest form of that entertainment in the world. But that's a global thing. There are places in the world where it's culturally significant to them. We're not looking to take away from that culturally significant product. We're looking to enhance it, to grow it, to make it bigger, and give opportunities for talent to even grow beyond that and become worldwide celebrities, as opposed to, and not to say anything wrong with it, but as opposed to a certain genre of something, right? And there's room for everybody. And as people grow through their careers, they don't have to stay in one place. They can go and also from a learning standpoint, to learn different styles and different techniques and all that. It's important, and I think it's powerful for us to be able to be in those markets and to be able to grow our talent in that manner.
A couple more questions. We'll go back to the right-hand side, front row.
We saw 3 title changes tonight. We had that huge main event and the surprise, Paul Heyman going with Seth Rollins instead. So what was your creative process like establishing these 3 title changes and this huge main event all on night 1 of WrestleMania?
It's impossible to tell anybody the process because there's so many cons, right? So as you begin to put this event together, as the event begins to grow, as it becomes bigger, as it gets closer, every little thing that happens changes some piece of it. So it's like having a giant set of dominoes. You set it all up, and then one falls. A lot of them go down, and you begin to have to change things. You begin to have to tweak things around. This build also was a lot longer, so it was a different kind of build. I often think of this is, I don't want to say simplifying it, but it's just a way of explaining it. Individual matches are like an individual song, and for anybody that downloads, make a different thing. But for anybody that grew up in a vinyl or in cassette, I suppose, or even a CD era, the individual songs are great. You saw so many bands over the years talk about the album. The album tells a story. Like all these songs, each individual match comes together to make an album. So there's a lot of factors that go into making that album. It's not just write crazy song after crazy song and this kill. That's not the best way to go about it. And some people like that. That's great, but we believe it's not the best way to go about it. So it's crafting an album start to finish, and everything has a reason for why it's there. And then there's a lot of things that have a reason for why they're not there as well. And sometimes it's hard for people to understand that, but there's when we finish, and I tell them say this all the time, we all do it. But we did night 1 tonight. Tomorrow night we're going to do night 2. And before I leave Gorilla to come to the press conference with everybody, and then leave to go to Tony's with those, I'm going to sit at Gorilla, and probably 2 minutes after we go off the air, someone's going to walk over and hand me Monday Night Raw. That was my off season. Right? If you don't have a plan for the other side of WrestleMania, you're really messed up. That doesn't mean your plans will actually work, because things can change, right? When you see what happens in WrestleMania, you might think, oh, that didn't go the way we thought it was going to turn out different. We took it differently. We need to go in a different direction. But you have to have plans. You have to have things on the other side. You have to have things that don't pay off in the moment, that pay off. And the pressure of that, one of the things I love about this business is the most demanding business in the world. If you had any other form of entertainment where if everything wasn't a perfect 10 on that event, people complain about it. And and it's gone from one night of WrestleMania to 2 nights of WrestleMania to all this other stuff to, now it's the Raw after WrestleMania. That's got to be this crazy, right? Like, so there's no, oh man, WrestleMania's over, take your foot off the gas, we'll coast for a little bit, this will be easy, but you gotta go. All that stuff has to go into this. Doesn't mean we do it right, it doesn't mean we do it perfectly every time, but but that's the intent. So it's hard to even say, like, here's the process, because it's so complex and convoluted in many ways that if you have never done this, it's almost impossible to understand. You know, I said last night, Dustin would always say, right? And what's that? Will. He would say it, and at first I didn't fully understand.
चलो guys, आज की stream के लिए इतना ही. Like, subscribe करके bell icon दबा दो. See you guys in tomorrow's WrestleMania second night. पूरी stream होगी कल, इंशाल्लाह. See you guys in the next video, next live stream. Allah Hafiz.
The way you want it to be, and then it's producers and staff